There's just no queen like a vegan queen.
Well, hello, people of the world, but mainly the United Kingdom, of which I am the Queen, well, our Queen, along with my lovely daughter. I'm Queen Gemini.
I'm Queen Miasma.
And this is my lovely daughter.
I'm Queen Miasma, Queen adjacent.
And we wanted to come to you today and talk to you.
In the midst.
About the year we've had. Now, to call it an annus horribilis would be the understatement of the century. Now, I loves. Can I just explain first? Paul has been to the dentist this morning, had a new thing fitted, and then said, "There you go, Gemini, learn to talk." Rude.
Torture.
Pretty,
Pretty.
but rude.
Pretty, but rude.
So anyway, I'm having a cherry.
I'm having a mulled-sided tea bag.
I'm having a cherry, darlings, to mark the year and to bring to you some wise, queenly words about the year we've had and how we might move forward from it. I think first, Miasma,
Yes, love.
we need to be really honest and be like, it's like a word of warning. This is far from over.
So far.
I know that we all, first it was the spring, then it was the summer, then it'd be gone by Christmas. The facts of the matter are, this might be around for most of next year. And we need to prepare for that.
Absolutely. Think of it if it helps, like the Star Wars movie franchise. Just when you think there can't possibly be anything else to say, whack, another prequel. You know? Think of it like that. This year has been our Phantom Menace. Next year, Attack of the Clones. Just saying.
Hey, have you watched The Mandalorian?
Do you know I've not? But the little kiddie Yoda is absolutely adorable. I will just say.
Well, it's worth watching.
Do you need to be a Star Wars like aficionado to enjoy it, or
No.
not at all?
No, because I'm not. Mind you, I mean, I'm a huge fan of Star Trek, but I won't call myself an aficionado.
Yeah, but people tend to be one or the other, don't they, with them two? Do you know what I mean?
I don't know why.
No, right.
It's all sci-fi.
People are all the same. We only get judged by what we do. Thank you, Sugar Babes, for that lyric.
Now, I would like to celebrate someone today, if I may. And the awful thing is, I don't even know her name, because I forgot.
Oh.
The ex-wife of Jeff Bezos.
Mrs. Former Bezos' knee. Yeah.
She's given away 4.5 billion of her wealth to charities.
Well done, Mrs.
4.5 billion. Showing that it can be done.
Yeah. So there you go.
It was a massive story, and I just thought, that's worth acknowledging, because we've gone out on about rich people so
We're
much,
slagging.
and everyone's desire to be rich.
Yeah. We talked about.
Hello, pussy.
Yeah, we've talked about them 6
Hello,
ways
pussy.
to Sunday, and when they do right, well, credit where it's due and all that. Is that Paul's ISIS? Is it in the background there?
It is. Yeah.
Having a little Christmas chin wag.
Oh, she come down with some biscuits. So yeah, it's been a tough year, but I think that you have to credit yourself. I don't like this list. It'll be gone soon enough, but I don't like it. Not that I have anything against lists, I just don't have one as a rule, you know. I think we all have to credit ourselves with getting through this year.
Yeah, definitely.
Do you know what I mean? And getting through it, not just getting through it, but really surviving. And in some cases, thriving.
Kicking against the pricks, as they say. We had to do plenty of that in Russia.
Because it's been hard, hasn't it?
Without a doubt, yeah. You know, if you'd have told them, do you know, it's funny, Ma'am, I was thinking back, you know, because we did this very speech this time last year on Christmas, didn't we? And it is a nostalgic time, Christmas. It's a time to reflect and look back. And tears came to my eyes, love. And they weren't necessarily sad tears, they were more wistful. And I thought, you know, then, I wonder if we'd have known then what it would be now if we would have all collectively thought we could cope with it. And I bet we wouldn't, but we have. No. And that's not to minimise the people that have died and the people that have suffered. I don't mean that. I just mean we're still fighting, aren't we? We're fighting on.
Yeah.
You know.
But we have a tendency to only credit ourselves for real strength and courage and, you know, chutzpah. Years after the fact.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, it's like you look back at yourself at 20 and think, God, I was gorgeous. Want I not.
I know what you mean.
You know
I know
what
you mean.
And then, but now I think to myself, Gemini, when you're 60, you'll look back to now, right now, and think, oh, wasn't I pretty? Wasn't I alright for a 50-year-old?
Yeah. More than alright.
So appreciate it now.
That's the hardest thing to do, isn't it? You know.
I know. But when you're aware of it, you can do it.
Yeah. Pat yourself on the back. Have a moment. Don't get vain, don't get silly, but just when you've done something good, give yourself a little thumbs up and a brew. Or an alcoholic beverage of your choice.
Avoid future regret.
Yes.
Very important.
Absolutely, yeah. Look at Scrooge. He avoided future regret by going to his own gravestone and crying. It's a bit.
She knows.
Oh, another year over.
Oh.
You know.
I know. And perhaps a tougher one.
Yes.
To begin. So I think we need to hope for the best, prepare for the worst.
I knew you were going to say that. That was so spooky.
Don't we
though?
though?
No, absolutely, yeah.
Because, you know, the news, it's not alarmist. Like some folk are saying, it's not scaremongering. It's, you know, facts. But we're our own worst enemy, aren't we, humans? I mean, look, there was the announcement of the Tier 4 in London, and suddenly the train stations were full of people trying to get out of there.
It's so hard, isn't it? Because on the one hand I'm like, ugh, but on the other hand I'm like, but I completely get it at the same time. So it's so hard because, you know, we don't need to we've slagged them off all year. Just go back and watch through and you'll see our hatred of the Tories going on and going on and going on. But like, absolutely. You know, they knew this didn't just become a thing when they announced it. They knew they were going to do it, despite the fact that 5 days previously they're ridiculing people for cancelling Christmas, wanted to cancel Christmas and all this. So it's almost like saying, oh, I couldn't cancel Christmas 10 days before, that'd be too upsetting. I'll do it 5 days before instead. You know. Boris
is so desperate to stay popular. So he's doing stuff. This 5 days at Christmas was a stupid idea.
Absolutely.
So is one. Sorry, but so is one.
If everybody else...
If you're not in someone's bubble already, you shouldn't be seeing them.
And I mean, you know, less said about the fact that everybody else's celebrations had to abide by that. You know, where there was no...
Eid, Diwali.
Hanukkah is on at the moment. Like it's a film. Hanukkah's happening at the moment. There weren't campaigns in the paper, were there? Oh, they're going to cancel Hanukkah, they're going to cancel Eid.
Now, miasma.
Yes, Lord.
You know what? I talked to you.
Look at her, do you think she's in that Cross Your Heart bra advert? Do you remember that?
I spoke to you a couple of nights ago and I mentioned a couple of movies on Netflix.
Yes.
That are both very kind of festive.
Yes.
In their own way. Have you watched any of them?
I have watched Stage Mother. I haven't watched The Prom yet. I had every intention.
What do you think of Stage Mother?
I loved it. I thought
Isn't it beautiful?
Heartwarming film. Just the thing for, you know, having a... I'm not on commission, I promise. Having a multi-sided tea bag in front of...
No, I'm glad you're saying it because I was going to. Because I watched it with Paul and Jason last week sometime, and I thought it was just lovely. Lovely.
It's beautiful.
And I think we're all needing some lovely.
Yeah, we can be very cynical, can't we, as a race, and you know, a lot of our media reflects that, and I love a bit of cynicism and a bit of sarcasm as well, as much as the next, well, clearly, but she said, masquerading as an imp, and but you know, sometimes we need, and it's not schmaltz, it's just nice things, and we're allowed to have nice things.
Common decency.
Exactly.
Loveliness. And you know, it's that time of year again, isn't it? I know people ridicule it. Ooh, that was a hard one to say with this in. People really look down on New Year's resolutions.
Yes.
And say, oh, do it now. But I think it's a great time to focus on change and positivity, particularly within yourself.
Maybe it's about how we phrase it, love. Maybe it's about not saying I won't this year. Maybe it's about phrasing it like the flip of that. I will do this. You know, I'll be nicer to myself, and if being nicer means you stop doing something, well, think of it like that instead. You know, maybe. God, that's terrifying. And the ghost of Christmas pasta. These are the shades of things that have been. Don't blame me. She didn't say that.
Didn't she?
Well, she said a variation, but she said it more literary. Literary.
That would have been nice if she had said that.
But, you know, look at her chin chin. That's a refillable cup, by the way. That's not all one drink. Shut half a bottle.
We had Jason cooked.
Yes, I saw. It was really exciting.
Hey, they're lovely.
They look brilliant.
Those mince pies.
They look brilliant.
Gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous they
I wish
are.
I had a mince pie right now. I'd whack it in my gob and I'd just be like, oh.
Have you not got any?
I have downstairs, but I've not opened them yet. It's a bit like breaking the seal, having a wee in it. You know, once you've had that first wee on a night out and you know you're for it. That.
Lean that forward a bit.
Heavy lies the head that wears the crown.
Oh, you know, I mean, Liz let me borrow this, but she said, get it back to me by Boxing Day. Oh, by Christmas morning, won't you? I said, well, I'm filming my Queen's speech early. Yeah. It's going out on Christmas Day. Oh, Merry Christmas, everyone.
Oh yeah, Joyeux Noël.
It's Christmas Day.
Feliz Navidad.
Christmas time.
Christmas time.
This new lisp is mine.
My lisp is your lisp, and your lisp is my lisp. Yeah, Liz needs time to prep. You see, we can just do it on the hop because we're what, professional. She needs post-its and planning and all sorts, doesn't she?
Oh, she needs like a whole entourage of people there looking after her.
Hairdresser, nail biter, toe scuffer. I don't know what that is either. My husband.
Toast scuffer.
No, toe.
Well, you know, that's when your toes are too smooth because you've not been doing much. They may come just a little bit rough, so you've got some friction so you don't slip.
Exactly. In these icy weathers, you know, if you're not careful, you could split your difference on the way to the co-op, couldn't you?
them floors in Palace, polished every day.
Yeah.
Dead slippy.
Yeah.
You know what I
And
mean?
you know you're going to have to put up with...
You got to be careful.
Exactly, you know you're going to have to put up with Margaret. She's like a moving target. Where's that fucking gin? Big ironing mark down the back.
Oh, I love her. I love Margaret.
I do actually. Of all royals, I don't mind her. Are you feeling yourself, love?
I'm just showing my boobs off.
Of course.
It's nice to have them back, you know.
It's somewhere to rest, in it. Like, you can put your cup there.
I've missed them.
Yeah.
I like to bounce them. I mean, if anyone's seen, you know, any of our old videos, they're fully aware of my my breast obsession. Look what I'm like when you're here.
It's true. It's true.
I have a full conversation with my hands on them.
She does.
Don't bother me. Right, somebody's what's going on here now?
Then she was checking for tumours or, you know, anything abnormal. I've ruled out the prostate though. She's teletexting now. This will be a well-wisher.
No, I'm putting it on Do Not Disturb.
This will be a well-wisher.
Which I should have done before we started filming, really.
Compliments of the season.
You know me, darling.
That's one good thing, I suppose, this year, isn't it? We're not going to have Christmas carolers knocking at the door. We didn't have Guy Fawkes.
No. Oh, I don't mind them.
Well, I don't, but they have to be proper. What I don't want is like Wayne and his mate Dale just going, "Oh, Merry Christmas, gives a tenner," because I'm not going to do that.
Yeah.
I want 12 verses of Days of Christmas.
I think it might be. Even though I love singing caroling. Anything right now with too many S's in, I'd have problems. So, good King Wenceslas. Oh, hang on, the tune's gone out of my head.
Good King Wenceslas
looked out on the feast of Stephen, when the snow lay round about, deep and crisp and even, brightly shone the moon that night, though the frost was cruel, when an old man came inside, gathering winter dew.
You did alright there, love.
Yeah.
Is that your favourite carol? What's your favourite carol?
Oh. Well, that's a close contender.
Yeah.
Good King Wenceslas, because it's joyful.
Yeah, it's a bit jumpety, isn't it?
Yeah, you know, it's a joyful
Got a bit of bounce.
melody.
Yeah.
Not necessarily story, but, you know, joyful melody. I like that.
It's a bit grim. I mean, they all still die, but you can jig. You know, to it, so that's good.
Favourite carol? I liked the one by Neil Sedaka many years ago. Oh, Carol, I am but a fool. Darling, I love you, though you treat me cruel. You hurt me, and you made me cry. But if you leave me, I will surely die.
Oh, well, that's fair enough. That's your favourite carol. I like Carol Phillips myself. Next Door But Two.
Who's that?
Next Door But Two.
Oh.
She's a good one. Do you know what I really like, actually? I really like God rest ye merry gentlemen, let nothing
Yet nothing dismay. The Lord God our Saviour was born on Christmas Day.
So yeah, I like that. You know why? Because it reminds me of people holding, you know, like them lanterns they used to have on sticks when they used to go out caroling in the old days.
Oh yeah.
Love anything like that.
Yeah. Oh, and even though this isn't going out until Christmas Day, because we're filming it on winter solstice, let's say happy winter solstice to those of you that celebrate. It's the shortest day of the year now.
Yes.
And tonight, I hope you all saw The Great Conjunction on Monday night. I'll get pot. Oh.
I've not froze.
The Great Conjunction is two of the planets
Nice.
aligning, and they'll look like one planet for a little while.
Oh, it's like birds of a feather, innit?
Sons and daughters, love and laughter, tears of sadness and happiness. I don't know what's wrong with me today.
Do you know what? No, it's more entertaining than whatever's going on at Book House, isn't it? Let's face it. All they'll have there is Charles singing I Should Be So Lucky.
Did you all get what you wanted for Christmas? That's a very important. I mean, all I want for Christmas, well, all I did want for Christmas was new front teeth. All I want for Christmas is my new front teeth. My new front teeth. And I got them. They've given me a lisp, but I'm going to court with it until lisp's gone and I get my normal talking back.
It's like a genie, isn't it? You know when you have a wish and there's always a catch.
I know.
Do you know what I mean?
I know.
Oh, do you know?
I mean, I'm already kind of like, okay. I see you. I see you. I feel you.
Yeah.
I know you. Can we walk around this?
God, would it be awful if you still did waiting on? Could you imagine? Soups and sauces.
Oh, supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Pebble dash you. Oh, do you know what I wanted for Christmas?
What?
To see you, love, in the flesh.
Oh, no, it would do, yeah.
But at least we've got this. It's better than nothing.
We have.
Better than nothing.
Exactly. And that's what we've got to be grateful for, small mercies.
Exactly.
I think with this year particularly, everybody has feathered their digital wing.
I love that.
Because we've had to. All of us have.
Yeah, very true. Very true, good point, yeah. And you know, once we've all been vaccinated, we'll all have 5G, so we won't need phones anymore, will we? I can just dial in your head.
I don't know why people are so concerned about microchips. When Jason and Paul were at college, they survived on them. They were like 4 boxes for £1 from Iceland. Microchips, marvellous. Bit of vinegar, bit of salt.
John, what more do you want?
What more do
you
want?
know what I mean?
I've got to pull my dress down.
The boys are, remember the old advert for microchips? The boys are up and into town, and there's some time to get some down. Lickety split, microchips.
Microchips. Do you know what advert I love? And I found it on YouTube recently. How do it all do it? What they do it for? Won't somebody tell? If only we knew it. I do it all do it. You can bet we'll be doing it as well. Don't. Love that
old
advert.
adverts. Do you remember that Christmas, love, when we sat and watched? There was a compilation of old Christmas adverts, weren't there, on the YouTube? And we just sat and watched them. It was brilliant. Which is somewhat ironic, considering that nowadays we spend most of our lives fast forwarding through them.
Do you know though, a bit of deep nostalgia does you the world of good. Yeah, but a lot of people avoid it. Avoid it? What am I talking about? A lot of people avoid it because I think they're scared it'll make them too emotional. But you know, putting on music that you loved when you were a teenager, or just saturating yourself with memories you've avoided before, it's so good
Great
for you.
You know.
Find some old commercials on YouTube from when you was a teenager, like 70s or 80s or whenever you were, and you'll be like, God, wait, they'll bring stuff back, good stuff.
You know, and if it does make you emotional, who gives a frick?
Good.
Frick, why not? Emotion ain't to be hid from, not to be put away.
I sat in this lounge the other night. Paul and Jason were snuggled up on the sofa, bless them. I had my knickers on, no bra. Icy sat on my knee, scratching my leg. Sipping a mug of gin.
Sipping a mug of gin?
I was. A mug of gin.
I thought it was a relative or something.
Sipping a mug of gin. And it was like 10 most emotional songs from movies. Yeah. 10 most emotional pieces of music from movies. Oh my god, it's just seen us all three of us was bawling us eyes out. But in a nice way. Yeah. It was nice nostalgia. It was nice to be there for a minute and think, oh god, I remember the first time I saw Titanic. Yeah. I remember the first time I saw E.T.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Nice memories.
Connect with everyone else. Everyone else will have those memories as well. What a great way to foster togetherness when we can't be in the same room.
Well, miasma, we said we were keeping this short, didn't we?
I've got to go and braise my tofu.
I've got to get this back to Liz before she sends bloody guards after me.
She only gave her as long as she could spend in the Happy Shopper. Once I got the ice pops, you've had it.
So what we'll say to you, my lovely darlings out there, is thank you for joining us on Christmas Day. And if you're watching this after Christmas Day, where were you?
Yeah, what are you playing at? Watching it in March, you weirdo.
I want to wish you a very, very, very Merry Christmas and a beautiful, Happy New Year.
Me and all. What?
Miasma, I couldn't love you more if I tried, my darling. So I'll speak to you very, very soon. And to all of you out there, we love you. Thank you for all your support this year. We'll see you in 2021. Oh, we'll still be ladies lockdown. It won't matter. Anyway, bye, loves. Bye.